Good morning or afternoon out there, or evening from wherever you are in the world. So a couple of things adding to yesterday's reading, obviously, because I'm looking at planetary healing levels with the spirit realm. Obviously they combined working with me to bring all this together over the last lifetime. And obviously with synergy, it's kind of brought us all together now for this one common purpose of saving the planet. As my spirit guides, as obviously the spirits I've been working with in the spirit realm have brought you all together to help us heal this one planet, and why it's taken so many years under the pseudonym of Music and Sky to get my messages through to everybody. Look, we've got a problem, we need to save the planet, and my twin flame needs a bit of a hand. So hello there, by the way, nice to meet you. Have you not met your twin flame before? So anyway, back to what I've been spotting was I've been following the Nostradamus prophecy since I was about 13, 14. Obviously, my dad bought me this book. I've actually got my collection of books with me. He obviously bought me this book when I was about 13, 14. And because of what I was seeing, obviously, when I had these premonitions and visions, and, you know, back then I used to keep little diaries too. I used to tell my dad, and then he'd buy me books in correlation. So I did manage to find my original Nostradamus book with relation to the Nostradamus prophecy and what we're seeing right now going on around the planet. Adding to that, a fun book, by the way, the very first UFO book my dad bought me growing up when I was about 12 or 13. The spirit's going across this morning. The spirit realm is absolutely alive and celebrating in the spirit realm what we've achieved so far. So and then another good book recommendation would be this one. I've got many books like this. Obviously being a book enthusiast and a librarian in my past. So I thought I'd bring together something that I'd spotted in terms of prophecy, and the fact that my guides were telling me all the prophecies throughout time are starting to come together and align into one common prophecy. Now, it doesn't matter what religion you are from, what faith, what spirituality, all prophecies are coming together. Anyway, in the spirit realm, a particular spirit guide of mine led me to the Navajo prophecy. And what I spotted between watching one prophecy and the other prophecy was they were merging together, correlating around the same places. As the Navajo prophecy realizes that around this time that you cannot train the ignorant, you cannot aid the ignorant. And what I spotted, and I'll read out what I wrote. I realized the other day that you can't teach kindness and human compassion of those with difficulties, that you can't teach kindness and human compassion of those with difficulties in no matter what capacity to the ignorant. Now, this is something that the Navajo prophecy was starting to talk about, in the sense of the ignorant will start and rule the planet, which is where we have to flip the coin back into the planet saving and human saving, and bring the equalities and the justices forward for many at this time. And then, as I was telling Adam that yesterday, and something that I'd spotted, he got a sign his side saying 222. So we've got a confirmation here that this is right. And angelic confirmation 222 breaks up to a 6. So we are in 369 purpose currently of healing people and planet. Something else in the Navajo prophecy talks a lot about if you listen to the teachings of the Navajo prophecy, it talks essentially about what we do in disability and care, teach independent living for many disabilities, many mental health conditions. Now, the Navajo prophecy teaches about independent living in areas of life for many. And it also talks about losing history teachings in education. Now, what's going on in England at the moment? We're losing, you know, I went round the quarry in the summer and kids haven't got a clue half of who these statues are in Shrewsbury or the importance of some of the buildings. We're losing history education. We're losing creativity education. That's why a lot of us come together with our creativities and create what we've learned to, what we all now know is what we've all created between us all, whether you've mused off me or whether I've been inspired by you or whatever. It is literally all these things we are losing, and we have to break that barrier and flip it back on its head. So if you imagine what I'm being shown as well with the Earth's magnetic poles, that's what my guides have just shown me. In one way is how magnetic poles go around the Earth. It's happening around people too. So what's happening is everybody's grieving, angry and sad at this time, as we all know, particularly today, of course. You know, we're all memorizing and remembering the passing of Princess Diana, and obviously her spirit came to me during the time I was healing from my cancer with a particular request, which with somebody else's grandmother, obviously we're achieving that right now more than we think, and that's why the spirit realm is celebrating and waiting for us to come, you know, for that to filter down and so we can celebrate finally, all of us together. So basically, when people are grieving energetically low and down, and the frequency of the planet is energetically low because of the fact that everyone's still grieving from huge loss in the pandemic. Now we've got the climate shifts adding to that. It's lowering the energy vibration of ourselves. That's why I've taken time out to work on myself, because I had to be the one to pick it all back up again, as my guide said, you know, despite healing and, you know, taking away my mental health for a while. And yes, you were right, I wouldn't put up with the corruption at all. Still working on that. So at the end of the day, when it lowers the vibration levels of us, it also lowers vibrational levels of the planet. So it's bringing the magnetics of shadow energy in, of dark spirit energy, causing relationship breakups, things like this. We have to keep the balance by bringing in the healing codes of light. That's for healers and light workers right now. But have a look into the prophecies along the lines of time. You know, Nostradamus is one that I focused on my whole life, and following the patterns of Nostradamus and things that I spotted and things my guides had shown me even in childhood, from childhood visions. You know, it's all amalgamating to what's been created on this planet right now. Go have a look in your own faiths, your own religions, your own spiritualities. I was Christian Roman Catholic. I went to a Christian church and was head chorister of a church. Brought up in spirituality. Massive believer in Buddhism. You know, it doesn't matter which faith you look at it, it all has the same meaning. It all has the same ring of truth. Like I said, with the truth of the planet, if you take a piece of each religion, each spirituality, and you compare them one to another, you'll find they're not that different. Look at dates of births of each faith leader, as in Jesus, and, you know, all the dates of births of all these deities. Look closer. It all has one giant meaning, and laced throughout time is the truth. You just gotta meditate to find it, to bring in the solutions, which is what I did. So as we're on the planet saving vibration right now, and people saving vibration in ways never seen before, in ways long prophesized, by the way. So, you know, no sort of pressure or anything, as my spirit guide said to me this morning. No pressure, you've got to get up and do this reading and do this. And, you know, they've been going on and on and on, while at the same time they are so excited in the spirit realm for what they've spotted too. So, thank you. I do have my selenite with me for one of the tarot readers out there. She's been getting things pretty accurate. So thank you. I do have my selenite. I have all my crystals and everything in front of me to help with Reiki, to help others heal as much as myself at this time, because a whole planet needs it. So I only got to record half of the reading yesterday. What I did was pre-selected after I had problems with my phone and YouTube again, and there seems to be a conflict between phones and YouTube at the moment. But after I was waiting for the video to upload, I finished doing the reading because I had a feeling it might cut it out, because obviously we're voicing important aspects of life on Earth right now. So we are going to have that dark energy coming in, trying to block us. That's why, you know, I bought 5 shades of incense, and no, sorry, I've got about 100 shades of incense actually. Whole great big bag full of them for all different types of things. I need them for cleansing down different types of energy. But I bought 5 shades of sage. You know, we're all being hit with the waves of retrograde as well on top. We're also getting the planetary shifts. We've just had the blue moon, so the energy around the planet is really strong. We're also getting storm increases as the blue moon is closer. So we're getting all these different shifts, and it's affecting our energy as energy sensitive. So right now it is a case of batten down the hatches, save your energy when you can, come back out again and carry on your readings as normal. This is for tarot readers now and mediums out there, other Reiki healers at this time. You know, conserve your energy for when you're strong enough to come back out. You know, we're all facing this earthly change storm weather together. But the optimistic side of us all knows it can be done, because Clever Clogs here has been given the solution. So I handed them out to the representative people who need to bring forward the solutions as much as we do. And that's how it all combines together and works well. And that's where people will try and stop that. And that is why I'm trying to help in a lot of different areas, including some difficulties we're having in Shrewsbury at the moment, security wise, let's say, and going back to some of my early cases and being in town at the time, let's say, and following it through the pattern of history since the 70s, and then connect it to London, and you might be somewhere close to the truth. Like I said, it all reflects back to things that happened in the 70s, no matter which way you look at it. So right now, combining all our voices together, helping everybody get through all these difficulties that we've all finally managed to voice together as one nation, as one people, as one planet. And moving forward now, the shifts and the changes that are about to happen in great ways, but we've also got some shifts and changes happening in worrying ways. So keep moving forward, keep charging your energy up, taking a step back when you need to, charge your energy up, conserve it, and rest yourselves as well. Don't forget, we're all working on this together. And thank you everybody out there who's trying to figure out, who keeps trying to block me and trying to stop my voice coming forward, a voice of truth, because it's something very important for the work that we're doing for everybody right now. And that's all of us together combined in saving the planet and its people and the animals, obviously. So thank you to all readers that have been working alongside with me the last 4 years, getting all these messages through in confirmation too. Thank you. I do appreciate it from you all. So I'm going to carry on now with the planetary saving mission and animal and planet and everything else in between saving. Just take what resonates, you know, even if you don't get it straight away, it may come to you further in down the line and you go, ah, that makes sense now. So just take on board what's being said, and you can always flick back to it off my channel at any point you need to, just to verify, you know, how your own journeys are getting along as well. And these are messages, remember, from some pretty important people working with us in the spirit realm, especially today. And she wants to say thank you to all of you. And she is, as I described her in the novel. That's how she chooses to show herself to me. She's with us all today of all days. So I shall send out some Reiki healing, obviously, because that day was a marked point in time for history in this country, and obviously the psychic connections and the destinies that all of us end up working together is an amazing thing for me, seeing it this side. Highly touched, honoured. As she says, we've got a lot of good things to look forward to. Don't always just look at the bad and what's going on around the planet right now. We can see through it to the better. That's the great thing about us all combining together. That's why Synergy is a voice of the spirit realm and what they wanted to say on the particular subjects. And there are quite a few well-known spirits in that book. Those individuals know who they are, and they know for what reasons now they were placed into Synergy, because they'd, leading up to their passings, had spotted things too. So it was helping them confirm a voice from the spirit realm. It was helping them to help us to continue on the work as the leaders now here on in. This is what she's saying. And we have to keep this together, no matter what. There is great success ahead. And to enjoy it. And that's the message she leaves our nation right now, who has suffered many losses up and down the nation. This is where we all combine together to heal it. Didn't think I'd leave, did you? Couldn't leave. The compassion in me would never let me leave. Never. So, and the empathy, yes. She's just saying, and the empathy. So she sends out love to everybody. She remembers all the times they had together, particular messages for those who were around her life at the time. She lets you know she's there. A particular young lady around you knows she's there. And I'm still protecting her energy, don't worry. She's in safe hands, says your mother. And she leaves her love with you all. Not too bad, she says. You've done not too bad a job. That's the message to the king. Yes. Yes. Okay. So she's very much looking forward to seeing all the changes, and from the spirit realm, walking alongside us. And she does walk alongside everybody on this mission that we are now facing together as a planet. She still honours the bravery of many. Oh, she was as empathic as I am. Yes, I know. She sends her love to everybody. Don't be sad today. She said, celebrate life. She paved the way for all of us to be who we are right now. That's the legacy she leaves behind. Oh, bless her. I think I love Princess Diana even more. She sends her love and grace to everybody. She tells her family, stay together. Lean on each other through difficult times, just like my mother says that. Lean on each other through difficult times. That's what we all have to do right now. So I hope that reading's helped. I will upload this one, and then I will start finishing uploading the next planetary saving one. If I upload it in bits, then it becomes easier for people to digest, because it's an important day today in terms of this reading going out and what we're doing here on it. So I'll upload this one, and I'll speak to you in the